Good morning, everybody. How's it going? How y'all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Um, Welcome to Man Benjo's tarot card video. He just ate his two treats I got him for being tarot card Popa Benjo. Anyway, it's a bit rainy here in San Antonio, Texas. It's a cloud cover, overcast. I'm being your meteorologist right now if you're wondering about the lighting in this video. Cloudy with less than 20% chance of rain. Will get sunny this afternoon. But anyway, uh, I like the natural light. I like the energy and vibe of the natural light. That's why I'm starting my video with the natural light. But anyway, now that the video started, I'll go ahead and just turn on this little lamp I got y'all on. Anyway, yeah, welcome to this week's tarot card video. I didn't do my makeup or anything this week. Also, speaking of natural lighting, um, uh, didn't do my makeup, just kind of, my mom's texting me. There might be a little bit of hustle and bustle on my end of this video. Because Tracy's off today, and even though she's off, they're going to the grocery store. And my mom wants to go to this library heritage center. So there's a bit of conversation. So there's, again, hustle and bustle on this side of the video. But for the most part, not negative slash a bit more pleasant than usual. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, my makeup. That's right. Yeah, I didn't do my makeup or anything today. I'm wearing my hat because, yeah, and to see how it is. Usually, y'all know, I usually do the makeup, but I figure what happens, sometimes you do makeup and you feel like a certain type of confidence, attitude. So I'm wondering, I said, you know what, I'm not going to do my makeup. I think it should be fine. You don't always have to have the pressure of getting ready all the time. It's nice to do and nice to have that, but it's also nice not to have the pressure to do that too. All right? Benjo agrees. Tarot card Popa Benjo agrees. So let's see what type of attitude and I bring to this video, sans without a makeup. My tarot card makeup look. Anyway, speaking of which, if you've been following and keeping up with me on my Instagram this week, you probably noticed I've been doing the dog tarot. But again, we're going to be doing the crow tarot today. I hope you're not too upset about it. I hope you weren't looking forward to the dog tarot, and here we are doing the crow tarot. But in the event that has happened, my apologies. Yeah, I'm gonna do the crow tarot. I still don't feel comfortable doing the dog tarot, and plus, I just like the crow tarot. I think the dog tarot is a certain type of vibe. But as far as doing y'all's tarot card reading, I'm doing the crow tarot. I mean, I wish I could explain it more than that. I feel like maybe I didn't explain that too well. Yeah, I guess I'm still trying to figure it out psychologically speaking. This crow tarot I think is works really well. The symbol of a crow or a raven, or maybe even a starling, but the beak is a bit thicker with some of these drawings. I feel it works really well as far as like psychology and stuff like that. This dog tarot is a little bit more involved. I think the dog tarots, for example, the elements I think are a bit shifted. Y'all know me, I like to use the elements a lot. I'm interested to see if that's translated to y'all well. But here we are. In the meantime, I think the elements are a bit shifted in the dog tarot. I think the the learning. I forgot how I was thinking about it, but it was like when I was reading through it, I said, I think it's the swords are the cups, the water is the sword, or no, the fire is the sword, or stuff like that. So these elements are a bit shifted, um, because the treats are usually like what do you call it? Pentacles, earth, food, and all that. Um, so yeah, see. I don't really have a grasp on it, as you can tell. But basically, the elements are a bit shifted in the dog tarot, and as far as what that means in psychology and how I want to present it and read it, um, I'm still working on it. Okay. So if you were anticipating a dog tarot this week's reading, my apologies. As you can tell, I'm still not comfortable with the psychology in the dog tarot yet, and it has a lot to do with the elements being a bit shifted. And tarot card Baba Banjo Grace. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. 1 second. Okay. So yeah, here's I got a bigger sketchbook this week. I needed a sketchbook, and they didn't have the size that I usually like. This one's just a bit bigger, but that's fine. What's this one? 7 by 10 inches. So I guess it's was it width and then length. Yeah, I got a bit bigger sketchbook this week from Michaels. I actually went to the store with my sister Tracy, and we got the sketchbook. And nobody recognized me. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell y'all if somebody recognizes me. Don't worry. While I'm stuck here, I'm gonna let y'all know if anybody recognizes me. Okay? I'm gonna ask them if I can take a photo with them. I'm still kicking myself with the manager at the San Antonio Aquarium, which is such a follows me on Instagram. I said, man, I wish I got a photo. But you live and you learn, right? Anyway, Crow Tarot time. If you're wondering, I say saged. It was a wooden stick. Okay, but I think mainly the process is really what's important. I know maybe sometimes if you're like really knowledgeable about all of these things, it might just be something that you want to know. It was a wooden stick. It was one stick that has variegated of light brown and dark brown. If that answers any of your questions. But I sage smudged all of that. I got this candle going, Sand and Paws. So it's a red candle, kind of like this red painting here. This is a painting of my husband, in case you didn't know. You could tell maybe because of the blue eyes. I did this painting in like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. It's got a bit of dust. Yeah. Oh no, they're gonna put Gypsy in the crate, so I'm hoping she's not gonna be crying the whole time. She's got really good hearing, but she cries really cute. She's got a very interesting kind of cry and howl, very unique, I think. So anyway, red candle as to the first chakra, which is grounding foundation, also called the root chakra. So we got the saging, we got the root chakra going, we got the natural, we had the natural lighting, and now we got the natural makeup face. I guess we're ready to go. 10 minutes in. This is probably going to be a two-part video, but that's okay. I don't mind a bit of a small talk before the reading. I always surprise myself. I know when I watch podcasts that are like a little bit longer, that are like not 20 minutes or something like that. When I watch podcasts, I think that's used to, I don't know. It used to be like that's what podcasts are known for, is like long conversations. So when I watch podcasts, I'm like never worried about the time. Sometimes whoever's doing the podcast will say, we're already this long into it. Uh, and it's never a concern as a listener. It's like never a concern, like, oh, I don't care if it's been 5 minutes talking about this, 10 minutes talking about this, 15, 20 minutes talking about it. I don't care. But I don't comment too much. But yeah, it's just something that's interesting being a podcaster and then also a listener of podcasters. So yeah, I don't care if you take that long. That's okay. You're certainly not going over my time limit. But anyway. Yeah, Crow Tarot today. I can't really think of a vibe. I guess it's the middle, almost towards Easter. Maybe I don't really celebrate Easter. I'm living with my mom, and she decorates like for each season, each holiday. She's okay. We gotta take the Easter now. Now it's Fiesta. I think Fiesta's gonna be either late or early this year. I can't remember. Fiesta is like a San Antonio holiday, in case you didn't know. Which I always used to be proud of. Anyway, yeah, Crow Tarot. I don't really have a theme. I have this Nirvana shirt, and I think this is very interesting. This concept of Nirvana with this little smiley face. That's not really a smiley face. It's like something else, right? So yeah. Maybe finding Nirvana. And I really want to use that in a positive way. Again, me being living with my mom and all like this, I automatically, you can call it work ethic. I wouldn't correct you. I wouldn't say that's wrong and then correct you. But my mind automatically goes with like, what is something that a predator in society, how would they take that if they happen to be watching my video or something like that? So obviously, with that being said, somebody might find Nirvana, who's a predator in society, in a different way. And all that stuff. But I want to be talking to y'all and kind of keep this lighthearted, unless maybe the cards will bring something into it. But yeah, the concept of Nirvana, I think, like if you're Buddhist and maybe other religions or spiritualities like that, these things can be very specific. But maybe if you practice a different religion and the concepts of Nirvana and stuff maybe resonate with you, even though you are practicing like a certain religion that doesn't use that word Nirvana, right? I think it's very interesting. I think a lot of religions, maybe Nirvana is something that is a state that's attained like after you die, maybe. And honestly, you can hear Gypsy, right? Um, I don't want to take the integrity away from the original word and stuff like that. But I do uh, not mind the idea of having a word or a concept and talking about it, especially considering if you do have a conversation with somebody who's very knowledgeable and an expert about it. um, you can have a conversation and input and questions and stuff like that, and it's not just somebody feeding you information about something that you've never wondered about before. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, Nirvana is a very interesting concept. Enlightenment. I think it's interesting, especially with this smiley face or not smiley face. Considering this, having things to be perfect. Maybe people can interpret Nirvana as something that's like uh, you're just at this really pleasant and peaceful state, um, feeling so zen, with all of your with a nice environment and stuff like that. But maybe Nirvana can be something else too. Maybe Nirvana can be not necessarily something extremely pleasant, right? Um, but just something where you're having homeostasis, a balance that isn't good or bad, right? But some sort of balance and homeostasis and centeredness, maybe in whatever environment, especially considering. Maybe if you, for some reason, you go towards, or if you happen to be in an environment that's kind of difficult, not ideal, and that happens to be your job, your line of study, whatever, your life. Um, so yeah, Nirvana I think can be, especially with the smiley face, can be just about being centered and not necessarily like uh, feeling your best, feeling your greatest. You got your hair done, you got your makeup, you got your nails. You drink your morning smoothie, you're ready to go. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that, but just finding this calm and centeredness in whatever place you happen to be that is less than ideal, right? So, with that being said, yeah, that can maybe be an introduction to our tarot card reading this week, or it just could be a continuation of the small talk. We'll see. With that being said, I think I'll just go ahead and do the horseshoe, also known as the cat stretch and the cat tarot. It's a little like this. That's okay. And I'm not gonna flip a card over. All right. I may flip one over at the end. I may flip one over during the obstacle. We'll see. I don't like to keep this boundless. I just like to have options, right? Anyway, yeah. Let's see what our price is. Oh, the Hermit. Well, this is just great. The Hermit is, I guess, like Nirvana, right? This Hermit here is in a very quiet and serene place, as you can see by this little individual crow in the tree in the snow. Um, the snow, everything's a lot more quiet. Um, Connected with nature, receiving and giving of wisdom is what this upright crow is about. I think he's got a lantern and a star. And obviously, or maybe not obviously, this is the earth element. So in our past, I don't know, maybe you want to see this card. Very pretty, right? Anyway, so in our past, we have a really great past. The Major Arcana deck card, just full of meditation and wisdom, receiving and giving, and probably not just wisdom as far as the giving and receiving, but maybe this meditative type of quality. Um, and again, it is a pentacle, an earth element, Major Arcana deck card. So we have a really pleasant past. That's great. And things just keep getting better. For the present, we have this Chariot card, a Major Arcana deck. This Chariot, I think, is an air element, even though you see the moon. I'm going to check really quick, though. It might be a water element. The Chariot is 7. Oh, it's a water element, my bad. The Lovers is an air element, which is the card before the Chariot. And then the Chariot is a water element. And then the Strength is after the Chariot, which is a fire element. If you didn't know, I try to do this, even though I don't mention it a lot in these videos. But when I get a card, especially the Major Arcana deck card, I think of also, I try to take in consideration the card before and after it. So the Hermit is 9, and before that card is Strength. The Hermit is Earth, and after the Hermit is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Hermit here is between Strength and Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Chariot here, which is a water element, which is in between the Lovers and Strengths card of the Major Arcana deck. So yeah, it's a water element. My bad. But anyway, this is a really great card to get. I like this. Usually the Chariot is depicted a bit differently in other tarot card decks, being the Chariot. But here in this Crow Tarot, the Chariot, I guess the physical entity of a chariot is this thunderstorm or lightning storm. And also you got the crow, the garland of truth, and the moon, a blue moon. Yeah, a blue moon. So yeah, I really like this card. I really think it's a very pleasant card. Harnessing the energy. It's a bit similar, I guess, to the Page of Swords with this energy storm kind of going on. But a lot of things, I guess, can go wrong with an energy storm for lots of reasons. Maybe the energy just isn't there. Maybe when an energy storm is not there, and maybe you get overwhelmed. You're not in tune with the earth, and you're not in tune with yourself, and it can just be an altogether overwhelming process, which you know, can manifest in a lot of ways that probably aren't, you know, the best. But I'm just saying that now. If we were to get this card in a different way, I would probably have a different description. But yeah, this is really great. We have the Hermit here. And I think that our past has a lot to do with our present. Especially considering the challenges and responsibilities and, dare I say, rewards of what we got going on in our present, which is really great. So far so good. Let's see what our hidden influence is. It is the Six of Pentacles. This is the Karma card. Upright, this and it's probably really great that this is in the hidden aspect of our tarot card reading. as to not gloat, and as far as the purity of things. People can say, "Oh, you have ulterior motives because you did this because of other people were watching and judging you. You didn't just do this on your own and seek out any kind of reward other than the karma of all that, right?" Um, so yeah, this is the karma card. Um, and I really like the depiction of this card, even though the little fish is bleeding. Um, one little fish is bleeding, and the crow's taking another fish. It could be two separate fishes. It could be the same fish. I think it's open to interpretation. I think the creator, I could be wrong, but I think the creator says these are two different fish. If that means anything to you, obviously we got the water and the waves in the background. Um, at the ocean shore, beach. So yeah, this is about giving and giving appropriately. This reverse card, which we didn't get today, is about um, either somebody's taking advantage of what you're giving, or you've been taking too much. But again, we're having a very pleasant tarot card reading. We got this upright, a six of pentacles. Um, so as far as the outlook, we have a really great past, which has to do with our present, which is really great. And then it gets even better with the six of pentacles here in the hidden part placement of this tarot card reading. Um, so if anybody's trying to be like, "Oh, we're gonna dig up some dirt on you," or "You better watch your back," you know, making you second guess your entire life or something, you're gonna be fine. They're gonna say that, and it's not gonna affect you and stuff like that. Whatever that can mean for you, right? Um, so yeah, just a very pleasant card, and it could just be a reminder of like you're on the right track. If you're like super empathetic and a highly sensitive person, maybe you're saying you're getting all of these gifts, right? That's what's happening with our past and present. And that you're starting to have this inner dialogue of you need to give back. You've been getting so much. I think this hidden influence of the Six of Pentacles is probably saying you shouldn't worry yourself. All of these things are happening naturally. You've already given a lot, and that's fine. You don't have to put any sort of added pressures to give just because you are receiving. You know. So let's see what the obstacle is. Well, this is very interesting, the reverse Nine of Wands. Usually we have this card, and it's usually a very pleasant card. I would say this is the obstacle in today's tarot card reading. Um, things have been going so well. Very interesting. We have this hidden Six of Pentacles, and now our obstacle is the reverse Nine of Wands. This card is about territory. Whether you're physical territory, and which is interesting because of the wand aspect, but can also be a project or a task that is a bit long term, um, denoted by the wands upright. This little crow has worked so hard putting all these wands up like that, and he's on the home stretch. Almost done with his project or job or responsibility, and he's just got that one more wand to add to his little fence of wands here, with these little feathers or leaves or something, which we see in the Fool Major Arcana deck card. But anyway, to get this card reversed, my first instinct as your tarot card reader is to say it's probably the opposite of that. There's probably the obstacle would be as far as being territorial. I think this is a very interesting concept. Um, uh, Considering how the outlook of and vibes of these cards, the Hermit, the Chariot, and the Six of Pentacles, um, this territorial Nine of Wands reversed is very interesting, whether it be actual like area or ideas, innovation, and even business. Um, so yeah, that's very interesting. We have this as our obstacle reversed. So um, yeah, I guess there could be some sort of a lot of assumptions being made, maybe a lack of this person knowing us, knowing what we're about, knowing our likes and dislikes and stuff like that. Um, which is really interesting as far as territorial of ideas and innovation. Ones can also be travel. Um, so yeah, that seems to be our obstacle today. Um, yeah, so very hidden. I guess our obstacle is trying to get at us in a certain way that just doesn't make any sense, in the sense that it's not going to be very effective. Um, so yeah, let's see what our outside. Oh, this is just great. Our outside influence is very pleasant. This Two of Pentacles. Um, this is a really great card to get. I'm saying that as an air element. I'm a Gemini, which is an air element, and I really resonate with Gemini. That is an air element. Um, so I think this card is really great to get. Maybe you're an earth element, like a Taurus or something, and you're like, I already do this stuff. Because this pentacle is about your daily tasks, and not necessarily a long-term goal, but you do your day-to-day stuff, and you're just going to be that much more prepared if for your long-term goal, if you happen to have one, or something like that. But yeah, this Two of Pentacles is very grounding. It's very uh, you're not gonna you're doing all your responsibilities that you need to be doing. You're doing all of your I don't know, meditation, daily meditations that you need to be doing. Stuff like that. I say daily tasks. I don't mean like anything specific. For you individually, whatever that could mean. Um, where you at the end of the day you feel accomplished, that you've done these daily tasks. um, but yeah, as an air element, I'm really happy with this card that we're getting as an outside influence. um, and if you're like an earth element, you say you already have that aspect, you're not worried about that whatsoever. Maybe you're being asked to evaluate somebody's outside influence. That's Two of Pentacle. Um, so yeah. I'm just saying, as the air element, I think it's a really great card to get for this spread. Um, yeah. And if that's, and if, like I said, yeah, if you're an earth element, that might be something that you might find boring. You might find like, I don't know, maybe you're being asked to evaluate somebody else's, which I think is a really appropriate place after this, our obstacles or reverse Nine of Wands. So it's not going to be boring. You're going to be very helpful. So let's see what our advice and solution is Oh, the Page of Swords reversed. This is very interesting. I think our theme today, we haven't gotten to the future outcome yet, but I think a part of our theme today is the upright is the positive meaning of the card, and the reversed is the negative meaning of the card. So this is very interesting, saying what I just said about this Two of Pentacles. We get this reversed Page of Swords. Swords is an air element. It's about intellect, logic, and also communication. Um, so yeah, uh, it's interesting. We get this card reversed. This little crow is carrying this sword through an energy storm. So there might be some sort of like copycat kind of thing being done. Maybe if somebody fails at this obstacle of trying to be territorial, whether it's of something like physical boundaries or emotional boundaries, social boundaries, ideas and innovation. If somebody's trying to take credit for that or take control of that, they might fail, and then they might have this Page of Swords, which I think is probably not going to be good. Like I said, there can be a lot of problems with this like Chariot card reversed. Um, so yeah, I would say that as far as an energy storm being next to this Two of Pentacles here, I would say if this was upright, that would probably be a really good sign. But considering that this is reversed and all the other card placements, um, I would say this is probably linked with our obstacle here. It's not going to go well. The advice and solution is poorly given, poorly taken, and our little poor Page of Swords crow. Look, there's feathers here, so it looks like they're gonna have to give and sacrifice some things. So I guess us being on the other side, not on the same team as this reverse cards today, I guess we need to be on the lookout for whatever sort of sacrifice or something given up what these feathers kind of could mean. I think that's probably what we would be worried about with this card. And with that being said, I'm going to take a sip of coffee and I'm going to go ahead and start part 2 in a different video. So thanks for tuning in. If you want to know the future and outcome, check out part 2.